The JoJo Siwa Cringe Festival is in full swing. And listen, folks, I can't be everywhere all at once. I can't hear and see everything that everyone in the world is saying. But from everything that I've personally seen, everyone absolutely hates this new adult rebranding for JoJo Siwa. It's backfiring in her face. Even the community that she is desperately trying to appeal to, even they are making fun of her. You know, she's trying to she said that she's like the first gay pop artist or something along those lines, that she's creating gay pop. And it's obvious that she's so desperate to cling to the gay community, and I don't even think they want her. Like, all of her recent performances, right? They're at Pride festivals. It's like she's purposely trying to just go and, do these shows. If you could even call them a show, I don't really want to call it a performance, because half the time it's her ranting about someone who talked crap about her, and then she does that little karma song while she rubs on her vagina and makes out with her backup dancers, just trying to be overly hey everyone, I'm gay, but no one's really buying it. And she's actually become like a running meme and a running joke at these Pride festivals, with people celebrating if they miss the day that she shows up. So it's actually backfiring on her. I don't even think that the audience that she's so desperate to gain, I don't think that they want much to do with her. I think they like laughing at her when she puts on her little rainbow bright futuristic outfit and goes out there and does that ugly dance. But for the most part, I think they're laughing at her just like we are. But as I pointed out to you in prior videos, JoJo Siwa is someone who is not ignoring the chatter online. She goes out of her way and tracks down random people who talk crap on social media, and she stalks their page and finds out who they are and who they're dating and all of this stuff. And it's weird for a celebrity to do that, because as a public figure, a lot of people are going to have things to say. Listen, I'm a YouTuber. I'm not even a big YouTuber. I'm nowhere near a celebrity. But even I have to deal with people saying random things about me online, spreading things about me that aren't true. And half of the time, I don't even pay attention to that stuff. I just let it blow right over or just brush it right off my shoulder. Meanwhile, we have JoJo Siwa, and it's like she can't take the online criticism and she dives into it. So the point of me pointing that out is to show you all that JoJo Siwa is very aware that her rebrand is backfiring. She's very aware that people are on social media laughing at her. People are on YouTube reacting to what she's doing. She's aware of all of this. Now, often with these celebrities, they have a lack of self-awareness. They'll do a bunch of cringy, bogus stuff, and I don't even think that they know that they're getting criticized for it, nor do I think they care. They aren't as self-aware. JoJo Siwa is very aware of the online chatter, and she just posted online about it. Now, when I woke up this morning, I saw this headline that JoJo Siwa is basically reacting to the backlash, and that she's going to switch things up and change things up again. And when I saw that news, I was like, good. Because, yeah, everything she's done has been cringy. But she's young. Young people have their cringy moments. We've all done cringy things that if we looked back on ourselves at a younger age, we would be embarrassed, right? So JoJo Siwa, even though she's in the public, she's under the eye, and she's subject to public scrutiny or whatever you want to call it. Even though she's in the public spotlight, she's allowed to grow and have her moments figuring out who she is as well, right? I think that that's fair. So when I saw this headline, I was like, okay, she tried it. It didn't work out. Maybe she realizes how cringy it was. Maybe she's just going to try to be herself. I appreciate someone that's just themselves. You know, an artist doesn't just change overnight in the way JoJo Siwa has changed. It shows you that there's something not genuine there. Either you were faking before or you're faking now. You know what I mean? Either you were faking your image before or you're faking your image now, because your image doesn't suddenly change overnight. And, you know, with some people, it's like bad things happen in their life or they make mistakes that change their image. JoJo Siwa literally tried to tear down the image of the innocent little bow tie girl and then put up the image of this like raging douchebag lesbian that brags about how many girls she has sex with while doing cringy dance moves and drinking Tito's vodka. So when I saw this headline, I was like, okay, you know, maybe there is still hope. And then I watched the TikTok video that the headline was talking about. And I think JoJo Siwa is being sarcastic. I think JoJo Siwa, you know, it's obvious that she sees the backlash, but it looks to me like she's about to double down on cringe. Let's go ahead and roll this little clip, and then I'll be right back with more thoughts.
Guest on my podcast called Gay Pop. My dick is bigger than his.
Oh, karma's an ass. I'm all up in her butt crack. If I had a wish, I would be a fake lesbo. So at the very least, we do get an acknowledgement that JoJo Siwa sees this reaction. JoJo Siwa is self-aware enough to know that her rebrand is not working. That she has become a meme, that she has become a joke. She is aware of it. Like I was explaining earlier, oftentimes these stars, these celebrities, they have no self-awareness. They still think they're on top of the world and they're the biggest star in the world, when in reality, they're just the butt of all jokes. JoJo Siwa at least has some self-awareness to know that this is not going well. And when you watch the TikTok, it looks like she's acknowledging that. She's about to approach her career from a different angle. But at the end, it says nope. Smiley face. Now the tabloids and the news outlets, they've picked up on this, and they're taking what JoJo Siwa said seriously in that TikTok. They're thinking that she really is rethinking a different strategy, going to recreate her image. But obviously, they are either too old or they don't understand what the nope and the smiley face means at the end. Basically, this is JoJo Siwa saying, hey, I'm aware of everything you guys are saying, and I'm going to make a change. Psych, F you guys. I'm doubling down. I'm going to do what I want. I'm not listening to the criticism. Now, I could respect someone who doesn't bow down to the public's demands. I would never bow down to the mob if they wanted me to change. You know what I mean? I don't answer to anyone. So I'm not saying that JoJo Siwa has to answer to us, me, you, anyone, or her fans. I'm not saying that. But it would be one thing if this is just JoJo Siwa really trying to be herself. It's another thing when this is JoJo Siwa doing whatever she can to promote a certain image that I'm not sure if it's really her. Now, judging by the fact that she's been raised, I guess, as kind of a celebrity, I'm sure that she's kind of... We know how those types are, right? I'm not here to tell you that JoJo Siwa deep down is the best person in the world, but I'm not so sure if we're seeing the real her. I think some of this over-the-top obnoxiousness I don't know if it's really just her because she's just an obnoxious, cringy person, or if this is like her really trying to put out that bad girl, tough girl image. You know what I mean? Because it's like she really wants to be a stud, but she's not. You're like, you've been the girliest girl. You know, the most colorful, rainbow head freaking girl this whole time. But now you want to be the Joe Dirt stud. And I don't see it. And I don't think other people are buying it either. And like I said, the gay crowd, they don't really want nothing to do with her. But doubling down on Cringe right now, and as I explained, I'm not saying that she needs to bow down to the public's demands. Don't do this for other people. Do it for yourself. Because you are like self-sabotaging right now. Like when I look at this rebrand, I'm literally wondering like who sat down, because this is what people don't understand. When something like this happens with someone like JoJo Siwa, a team of people sit down in a boardroom and they create this image. They create these marketing ploys and they create a strategy about how they're going to move forward and market these artists. So this isn't JoJo Siwa waking up one day, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to look this way now. No, a team of people came together. Her parents probably involved. We know Mama was probably involved. And they crafted this new era, this new age of JoJo Siwa. And it's been an epic failure. Possibly one of the biggest, most cringiest failures I've ever seen come out of the music industry. And we've seen plenty of people transition from a more innocent artist to an artist with a more dirtier, grown-up image. I just don't know if JoJo Siwa is capable of pulling this off. Now, if JoJo Siwa went from being the girly girl to just making regular music and just growing up and acting naturally, that would be one thing. Like if she started making more adult music and started acting more mature and like an adult and carried herself more adult-like, I think that would be better for her. And I think that's totally different than what we're seeing now. Because like I keep explaining, she's towing the line. She wants to go out there and do the sleazy stuff, the sexual stuff. She wants to do the freaky stuff. She wants to talk about the freaky stuff in her music. But she still wants to kind of act like a 12-year-old, dress like a 12-year-old. And it's just all around. Not only is it cringy, but it's downright kind of messed up when you just think about how all of these innocent kids are being dragged along this freaking train ride, or this train wreck that JoJo Siwa is taking her kid fan base on. But I could dissect this and talk about this all day. We're going to talk about it more in future videos because she is not done being cringe. But for now, let me know your thoughts about this down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all very soon in the next one.